What are some of the things that you guard? Maybe it's your home at night, you lock it up. Maybe it's your money, you put it in a bank. Maybe it's your valuables that you just don't let anybody handle, especially those who don't understand how to properly care for them. Whatever it may be that you guard, it inherently has some characteristics. 1, that you value it. 2, that you own it, that it belongs to you. And 3, that you respect and care for its qualities. Now, this is why the heart is so primed and appropriate to have guardianship of. Our heart, well, it is ours. And then our heart, well, it is valuable. It's said to be the wellspring of all things, where everything flows from. And it is to be respected and cared for. Guarding the heart is very different than hardening the heart. See, for years I wasn't very good at guarding my heart. I was giving and giving, demanding actually of the heart. Love others better, to be loved, loved more, give more. Because I expected, well, that's what the heart should do. It should perform in loving. But my heart itself wasn't as full, as cared for, as nurtured, or as valued as it needed to be to perform optimally. It really didn't have my guardianship. I didn't even really take ownership of it. I was still waiting for Prince Charming, someone else, somewhere else, to love me. Even God. I wanted God to make my heart alive, even though He's already told me that the stewardship of my heart is really mine, that I was to guard my heart. But that seemed really challenging because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what that would even look like to guard my own heart. And many times when I saw people guard their heart, it was more like hardening their heart. They would cut people off, or they would ignore people with lame excuses, and they would feel like they're creating some type of boundary. These boundaries were just reactional and even physical in nature. They weren't the boundaries of the heart. They weren't the guardianship of the internal world. I've seen a number of people leave a relationship even, maybe completely get that person out of their phone, but they're not out of their heart. Just because we're implementing some physical boundaries doesn't mean we're doing the work of stewarding our heart with emotional boundaries. This means we're going to need to get back to the integrity and intentions of our own heart and take ownership, guardianship, and value for those things versus just react to pain or shut people out. It's really about owning and nurturing what's inside. Just like once you put up a fence around your yard, you get a sense, this is mine to maintain, this is mine to nurture, this is mine to beautify, this is mine to determine what kind of possibilities are happening in my space, my heart. With love. When we are in situations that we feel powerless or ignorant about how to create emotional boundaries, hardening becomes one of our only options. So how do we soften again? Well, I believe that sincere and unconditional love is the optimal support for us to feel again, to soften again, to resolve past wounds, and to get in touch with the integrity and intentions of our very own heart. This is going to require us protecting our space, not only from what others relate and do to us and to our heart, but like how we relate and how we do to our heart. We're going to need to protect our heart from a number of things, and I'm going to list 6 of them right now for you. 1, manipulation. This is where there's intermittent favor or feigned kindness to begin to pull on the drawstrings of our heart, to manipulate us, to move us manually into doing, operating, saying, or being a certain way. We're going to need to protect our heart from that. Number 2 is condemnation. This is where people or ourselves will make an indelible mark on ourselves, calling ourselves bad, fat, ugly, lazy. These kind of labels and name calling are destructive to the heart. It gives it no room to breathe, no opportunity to describe its intentions and to clarify. Number 3 is disrespect for needs and wants. Many times people have neglected the needs and desires of their heart, and there's a wariness that comes from that. This can be physical, emotional, relational. On many different levels, we have needs and desires to really optimally relate, to optimally live. In order to experience human life as it's well designed, We need to be able to honor and nurture our needs and wants. Number 4 is steamrolling. This is where directives and decisions are made without the awareness of the heart's essence and desires. We just direct it. We tell it what to do and how to do it. Maybe other people are giving us directives without the awareness of the heart's true essence. This really damages the passion of the heart. Number 5 is desensitization. This is where we don't want to feel the pain. We don't want to feel anything. We basically shut down our capacity to be sensitive to our own hearts. And this may be because we're in an environment that's not sensitive to the heart, a culture that's not sensitive to the heart. But again, we can do that internally. Number 6 is comparison. Comparison means I'm going to take arbitrary standards and evaluate my worth on it based upon how well I think I versus you are doing at these standards. This is going to diminish the inherent value of the heart as well as its unique and awesome expression. In order to protect the heart, we're going to need to create boundaries of love and respect for the value of our heart, for the needs of our heart, and for the contribution of our heart. And I believe those boundaries are best set in love. Love rejoices in truth. Love is consistent. Love believes the best. Love has all these qualities and characteristics that will allow us to maintain a sense of tenderness and kindness towards our own heart as well as others. When we guard ourselves with love, we can come alive from the heart. And when we come alive from the heart, then we can invite others to do so. And when I'm alive from the heart and you're alive from the heart and we're in relationship, now we're working towards something really sincere, authentic, and respectful that allows both of our hearts to thrive. This is the value of guardianship of the heart. So I encourage you to continue to stay connected with Art of the Heart, where we offer free resources as well as specifically designed sessions to enable you to get back to the heart's own integrity and intentions, being held in a space of love and skill and wisdom so that your own heart can thrive and can contribute in the ways that only your heart can. May you continue to increase the value, the appreciation, the ownership, and the benefits of your very own heart, for it has so much to offer you now and for a lifetime.